Hello everyone, welcome back. This is Caffeine Encrypted and we're back with more Astro colony. During the first episode we did set up a little bit of a bootstrap base just to get some oxygen going, some basic electricity and smelt some bars. Now it's time to get into the science. And to do that, I went into the tech tree. I unlocked booster so we can fly around faster. This will consume more oxygen but increases our speed when floating around in space. Our personal speed while floating around in space. Engineering, this will allow us to research engineering science, and recycling, which we will talk about a little bit later. So I want to build a laboratory. The laboratory, like every other building, needs power. And also, it needs one iron bar and one copper bar to produce science. So we need to place that somewhere where we can feed it those things. So I think I will place this right here. And how are we going to bring power? You can bring power from this side. So let's fly down a little. Power. 1, 2, oh, we need to craft a few of those, so I would like a few more copper wire things, so make 3. Actually make 6. Nope, stop with those bars, I have a few of them, I'm okay for now. Okay, so 1, 2, 1 more on top, so we can go over, there, 1 down, 1 here, there, and there. And that will connect our power. Let's look at this. Every 12 seconds it requires 2 bars of its kind and 5 power. This tells us that once this is active, we will actually not have enough power. We will be running at a network load of 110. But that's okay. That's a problem we will need to deal with in a little bit. Now there is one more thing that is important here. And that's this box over here will fit gold bars into this, and we don't need gold bars for anything here. So at some point we need to filter those out, but we won't do that just yet, since this is just a temporary setup. Let's go into our conveyor belts, and for now just fit everything you have into this. You have the right direction, Or did I not? Yeah, I did place one there. No, I didn't. Because I'm missing wires. Story of my life. Make more wires. That's better. So that will feed into the machine. Have any copper? Yes, you do. Let's grab a couple more asteroids. Since I'm targeting manually, I might as well pick something kind of loaded, so let's get this. 4... Come on. 5. Here we are. So while this is processing things, and this will start generating science for us. Let's go back into this. What we want to unlock, we want construction, which will allow us to make these floors automatically with a constructor, and automated catching, which is very important. So let's get mining. Mining is used on planets, and we haven't gone into any planets yet, so that's not a problem. And to unlock these, we need the construction. So these will cost us 6 engineering science, so it will take a moment. Okay, so now we got our 6 science, we researched the construction, and now we're gonna queue up automatic catching. Now let's look at the constructor. What do we need to make this? So our constructor is number 2 on F2 by default. Needs some copper bars and wire to make. We have 2 potential inputs, 2 outputs, and power. At the moment we're feeding everything into science, but we will probably need the splitter at some point to assign a specific ratio of resources between its tasks. So let's place it here for now. So you use one of each bar to make a plate. Okay. So they are automatic for everything. We're not at that point yet. Okay. So for now, this can be manual. I will just connect the power so it can actually operate. And obviously we don't have enough power to run this because that's another 4. And when we don't have enough power, things are running a lot slower. Let's get some oxygen before we run into a situation. And with the research we are doing, we unlocked floors, which means we can remove this flooring and set it up again and extend our base and other things like that. We're not going to do that just yet. That's probably a task for the next episode where we will try to organize things, maybe even color code them. Like, this is our industry area, this is our science area. We'll need to think about how we want to work those. Gold is very important, so hello, welcome. And of course the game is like, hey, you should make some floors. Okay, well, I can make some floors and I know exactly where I should make them. Probably on this little lip over here. Because we will need to put more Astro catchers. And I don't want them colliding with each other. So let's do that. Floors will be under F2 number 3. Again, same principle, we have corner and solid. Like square. We're gonna go with black for now. And I'm going to expand this. Funny thing, let's do 2 rows. Just so we have a bit of flexibility. Since that way now I can move this conveyor belt out of the way. And I won't need to go over. You want me to make foundation and height extenders? We're not at that point yet, game. Do not be hasty. That's something I find quite common nowadays with new games. Their tutorial tries to rush you into things instead of telling you, you know, reach milestone 1, reach milestone 2, and so on. Now, how are we going with this automated catching? We don't have it yet. We are missing. We don't have any scientists. That's okay. You missing copper? Here, take my copper. Actually, take half my copper. Are you not smelting stuff? You don't have any ore. This needs to catch more ore. Did you know that you can enlarge your station? Horizontally by attaching foundation blocks to existing ones, vertically by placing height extenders. Yes, yes. So, this doesn't have any foundation blocks, but we should be able to put like conveyor belts and stuff. I do not know if we can actually place buildings on top of it. Yes, we can. Okay. So I guess the foundation is just for more structural support. Let's get a bit of oxygen. This is going good. Here, take the rest of the carbon. Just so I don't clutter my inventory. So automation will give us base warehouse, splitter, and iron rods. This is quite appealing to me, the automation, because with the base warehouse you can store your resources here and use them directly when constructing. So this will be good when we actually expand the base. And we got our automated catching. Now, we spoke earlier about recycling. Because this building now, we cannot really do anything with it. It's a manual one. We could try upgrading. I do not know if the game will allow us. And I think it did. Yes. So by pressing U, it will allow you to upgrade it. So now it will automatically target things. But if we say didn't need this anymore, we had any more buildings we didn't want because they were outdated or we had too many, we would build a recycler, put the item into the recycler and regain 80% of that resource. So now I need a few more of those automatic catchers. I think 4 will be the sweet spot. So what do I need for them? Also, we will go into our construction menu. We'll go into the F1 category. I'm going to remove the regular asteroid catcher from here and replace it with the automatic one. So drag and drop will replace it. And you cost 6 and 12. They are pricey. They are very pricey, but also necessary. So here is what we're going to do. I'm going to select 1, 2, actually select all of those. And all of this. Remove it. Remove this. We're gonna keep those as is. Gonna select the power, remove that. Hold on, I don't want you to remove not the floor. So this will target the floor and the foundation. Q to remove. So, you. And drag this. You. Those two will need to be removed as well. Remove. Remove. Clicking them individually, so I remove exactly what I want to remove. I will actually remove the flooring as well so I can redesign it. So I'll do that and I'll be right back. Okay, so I removed all the flooring on this section, replaced it with black flooring for now, just so we have a working start. And I want to start placing the catchers back. If you look down here, there is the recycling icon with 2. That means I have 2 of them that I can place before I actually craft another. Now, these, their power will be on the outside, I think. So right here. And I'm going to place a second one right here. I want to... Fitting them into the same one might be a bit cheaper. So something like this. And then have 2 separate pushers on where things need to go. So power obviously will be necessary. So we're going to go around here. That's a start. I'm not going to use this as an output, I don't think. Now, conveyor belt. We have 32 of them to work with. So all of them will output things here. So regardless of what happens, this goes straight. Right. Now, we will need to set up the power, and we will need to set up the oxygen as well. So for power, we need to get the carbon out of here and generate our stuff. So I think these will be as good as place as any. Or maybe here for now, so it's closer. And these, the bars are in the way, so that will be a little bit annoying. So let's do this. Connect it with a cable. We will need a second one, that's for sure. do we have enough to make a second one? 3 bars, yes. So you will go here. So we have the 2 power stuff. So let's merge our items. Click on this. Shift click, split it into stacks of 36. There you go. 1 stack, another stack. So those 2 asteroid catchers should start getting resources for us. And of course send it over here. Now, for the logic. Forward will be anything that remains. So from here, I want to tell the conveyor belt that I want... Well, I need to set it up first. I want only coal to go through this direction. Give me this carbon, give me this, and give me this. We will place you here, in there. Continue, continue, in. The second one won't get any until this one is full because we don't have any splitters yet. But that's something we will address very soon. So our power is going. Let's set up our oxygen so we don't die, because that would be a horrible situation to be in. And in this case, I do not care too much about feeding this with ice, because we will start using water. And we're not really getting the ice on this belt. So we are going to place you... I want this to remain a straight line so I can take advantage of it. I will move you here. Place a cable here just so I have enough room to go over when I need to. Let's fix my oxygen situation. Very good. Okay, this is going good. Now, all the other stuff will need to go into a smelter. So smelter will need to be fed with resources from all directions. So when I have another cutter on this side, they will feed their stuff here. They will go into this belt. Coal will go here. Everything else will pass through. Okay? I will need then another junction for ice. I should probably pass the ice right next to it, so on this side. So you will continue straight as it's your thing. We will get a pusher up here. We will tell this pusher to push ice blocks. Conveyor belt. Here, 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 here. And we will drive it somewhere. Smelter. I want these to be somewhere easily accessible from power, so right here. And I think this is the good spot for it. So you continue in there. So everything that needs to be smelted will go in here. Let's give you some power, because power is important. And I need to make more electrical cables. Story of my life. Actually, make 8. We have a lot of wiring to do. So if I put a third one here, I will leave a gap in between this. Okay, so my power line will go here. And when I want to continue with the ice stuff, I will just lift up the electrical cable and pass it through. So efficiency 100%, 12 out of 20. Good, good, good. So you will output stuff, take the golden ore, take the iron ore. At least now I don't need to continuously go chase meteorites. And here we have the first problem with the ice. So let's go research water. and water transportation. And these will unlock an interesting building for us called an icebreaker, which will require power, and it will generate water. Water we will want to connect with these, so we will need a little bit of a buffer. So that would be 1 power, 2 power, then that would be the extra, so you can go right here. This will continue on this side, you will go here. I need iron bars. I'll take those, don't mind me. To make a little water tank, which I want to place right here, I think is perfect. Connect this and connect that. So this will break the ice, we'll fill this water tank, and this will use it to generate oxygen tanks, which we use on our base so we don't have to continuously go refill. It will create a bubble of air. Now back to our conveyor belts. I want to pass this through. So select, no, not the floor, this, and delete, since those are much cheaper to do. F1, 3, so go 1 up, next, next, here, here, and here, and continue with the conveyor belt, straight ahead, right here. You will go here. Let's make 2 more. See, I have those 2 that I could totally recycle to get what I want. So let's click here, retire, not retire, rotate. I will go in there. Store water in water cells and remember connect them with water pipes, of course. And let me just leave a little bit of ice in there in case I have any unpleasant accidents. 1, 2. Perfect. So all the ice will be fed into this. This will create a bunch of water. This has plenty of storage, so I don't see that becoming a problem. Those seem to be a bit too biased around collecting water stuff, but that's okay. Water is life, isn't it? Construct recycling machine. Okay, let's do that, because I have a couple things I want to recycle. So for now, it doesn't matter, I will just connect it with power. Also, why are you here? Silly cable. Can I squeeze you here? I don't have wires. Wires. And this requires gold bars. So keep that in mind. Gold becomes very, very important later on. So that's ready. Let's get over here. I want to convert those back into their original resources, so I'll get 80% of it back. I want the constructor, I want the laboratory, the storage, and the cable. I don't want to destroy those. Okay. Give me that. Thank you. So for now, you can stay here until I need to move you. Construct a deal on a planet. We are not there yet. I see the planet. I don't want to go to it yet. We're not ready for planetary expeditions, I should say. Now, to bring in resources from other catchers, it would be wise to go around. So we will need to make a lot more conveyor belts, but making them by hand is nightmarish. And the best way to fix that is with an actual constructor, which is this. So you will be fed energy and bars from stuff. So output will go from here, power is here. I want the power to be on this side and the actual input as well. We can't have everything apparently. Okay, so let's go right here. I will not use a buffer chest for now. And what I want to do is I want to drive this into this and the power over here, one up. Connect you here, connect you here. I need to make a couple more, so I'm gonna make the wires. I shouldn't be cheap with wires. I need them a lot. Another one here. I'm probably going to use this output, so I don't want to block it. So let's go up. Very good. So now we will fit this with iron plates and it will start making the stuff we want. Manually, for now, which is fine. Do you have any bars for me? You do. There you go, take that. And let's give it a couple minutes to do its thing. I'll be right back. Okay, so some time has passed. I built a few more conveyor belts and we now have 4 automatic catchers. I have placed the cable, the power cable on the ground level, and then above it I put a conveyor belt. So a shared output between those two goes all over, goes down, and it follows the same pushers as the original two. So this is somewhat modular for now. Everything is going into the smelter, which I am picking up manually. And the reason for that is I do not want the constructor to only I want it to only make iron plates. I don't want it to make copper plates or gold plates yet. So I'm happy to feed it manually. Now the other important thing we need to do is we need to get the research back. So our research thing is over here. We will need the power, so we will bring the power from up there. And we need to be able to feed this with resources. So the power goes over here. I'm trying to avoid using too many conveyor belts, but at the moment I'm failing. So let's see. I do want to get the power easily from there, but I do want the resources from the box as well. Well, I will need to cross power on this side anyway, so that's okay. Let's leave 1 or 2. Let's leave 2 spaces to the left. Let's place that right here. You will feed into this directly. And yes, the gold bars doesn't matter. I will remove them manually until I make a proper filter for it. I'm going to expand this on a higher level and then only bring it down to connect it to this. And from here, I can piggyback on this and extend on this side. Now, we got a little bit of an issue. If we look here, our efficiency is non-existent because each generator is 10 and we are using pretty much 40. So this one ran out of coal because this one is hogging all of the coal since we don't have a splitter. So we're gonna place that there. This will take up to 20, but we need a couple more of these generators. So let's move the recycler from here. We don't really need it there anymore. Power. So you can go 1, whoop, and button, 1. I need bars. I am going to take those, don't mind if I do. 1, 2. And then we need a few more conveyors. So they're going to go this way. In there. I need a few more of those. Thank you. 1, 2, 3. Cool. So those are okay for now. So I'm going to manually give them some fuel while we research splitters. Yep. Split. Go here. You. Take this. And that should take us back to 100% efficiency with a fluctuating load between 39 and 40. It's down to 34 because this doesn't have enough to do its research. There you go. Let's look at our research. Scanning, we will need to do eventually. Automation, this is the next step. And it needs 8, so 1 more. So let's queue that up. And this should produce it very, very soon. Take half of my copper bars, I do not need them. I should get some oxygen, that's advisable. And I'm going to take the gold bars out of this, and we have automation. But this is where we're going to wrap up this episode. So thank you everyone very much for watching. Don't forget to drop a comment, like, subscribe, all the fun stuff. If you have any questions or tips about the game, let me know in the comments down below, and I will catch you all on the next one.